Oh, goodness. How did you beat me here? Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to another episode of Creative Kompany, where we visit your favorite Black artists, creatives, and influencers in their creative spaces and art studios to talk about mental health, self-awareness, and everything else that encompasses their artistry. So if you want to come with me, let's go visit our artists for this episode. Okay, y'all. We're gonna knock on our artist's studio doors to see if they are in there. Oh. Ooh. Hello!
Hey!
Hi, Wale!
Hey,
How are you? We're here to come and see you.
Yeah, thanks for coming. It means a lot.
No problem. You gonna let us come in and see the amazing work you got going on?
Yes, of course. Let's do
All right,
this.
let's go ahead.
Let's run this.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So thank you so much for having us in your space.
Oh, anytime. I got you.
I am just so amazed, truly. It's an honor to be within here. I don't know, what do you call this space? Like, what is the name of your studio?
I call it the Red Place.
The Red Place. Why the Red Place?
To me, like the Red Place is the realm of thought and imagination, and I'm constantly in that realm, and so I wanted to kind of like bring it to life and have people be able to experience it the way that I do.
Oh, I love it, and it's just so good. I would say, other than the obvious color red being around everywhere, but no, it's so good. It's so mesmerizing in a sense. Could you tell us a little bit about some of your babies in here and just how you navigate within your studio space, the Red Place?
Yeah, I got you. So we can start with with that one.
Ooh.
So this is a much older painting. I made that in, let's say, 2022.
Okay.
Thereabout. So to me, this is like it represents that moment I first left Earth. I would say. So like when I first transcended. I first crossed that, kind of like me crossing my boundaries, breaking past my boundaries, and exploring the unknown, and seeing that I'm pointing. If you look at the paintings, like I'm pointing at Earth and I'm pointing out there. It's like, yo, guys, I'm going out there, yo. It's cool as shit out there.
I'm not about to be in here. I'm about to go out
I'm about to go out there, So like that's what this piece really was for me. It was like a moment of like me leaving, crossing out of my boundaries and exploring the things unknown and things I really wanted to explore in my practice.
Okay, period. Yeah. I love that.
But then, so that, and then we have that one.
I love this one. I think this is one of like the ones that I had seen early on of you. Like that, I think that was like one of the earliest ones. I was like, what is this the red eyes? What is this character? Who's this person? But nah, okay, go ahead and talk a little bit more about this one.
So it's a self-portrait, pretty obvious. I made this before I made that, really.
Okay.
So here, it's me. I was dealing with this idea. I was dealing with this feeling of, okay, do I explore that or do I stay within my boundaries? My boundaries, which would be my faith,
right?
Christianity, and that's why the
halo got you.
And then the shirt, has the stars and everything. So it's like I'm really passionate about this thing, but I'm confined by this other thing.
Yeah.
It's like, what do I do? So this piece is called Dilemma 1. Or Dilemma 2. Dilemma 1 is a drawing in one of my drawing books. This piece is called Dilemma 2, and it really just explores that, me trying to figure out how do I navigate this relationship, how do I navigate this duality within me, and like what path do I take? And so yeah, it's a self-portrait, Dilemma 2.
I love this explanation, for real, and the depth of the meaning too, because a lot of people, especially artists, we understand we have different layers, we have different roles, or just different beliefs and things, and sometimes they may conflict. And it's like, how do we find harmony within all of them? And this was a very good depiction of that. Very, very good. I love it.
Thank you.
All right, and these are just like phenomenal. Like, I told you earlier, like it's like a little eerie, but also like I want to know more. Like it's alluring. Like it's like, yeah, but like what's going on over here? Like yes, like ooh, but it's like what's going on over here? So I see that these are also self-portraits. No, yes,
they're all self-portraits.
Okay,
it's
cool,
a triptych. It's 3 pieces. That's what a triptych is.
Triptych?
Like 3 pieces as one. You know, like
Got
a body
you.
of work that's like 3. So this is a triptych. So this really started, like if you look at my older portraits, if you look at all my portraits, you see the red eyes. Mm-hmm. The red and black started from there.
Okay.
So the red to me is like the realm of thought and imagination, mm-hmm. and the black is this creative force that is, and because it is, we are. And the thing is, the only
go ahead, I'm sorry.
The only realm big enough, the only realm vast enough to contain this concept of whatever that creative force is our imaginative space. That's the only realm we're able to like contain it.
Right.
When we think about it, when we're praying, it's all happening in our imagination. And so I wanted to bring that imagination to life, you know, like I said. And so these pieces are, again, a triptych, all self-portraits. That piece is called Dawn. Mm-hmm. This piece is called Day, and that piece is called Dusk. And
okay.
And so like I named them after like one of my favorite TV shows on Apple TV.
What is that?
It's called Foundation.
I've never seen it. But
it's about like this intergalactic emperor. He finds a way to like clone himself, and the way he does it is the younger clone is the one that learns, is the one that studies how to rule. The middle-aged one, you know, is the one that rules. The middle one is the one that rules, and the older one gives wisdom to the other two. And so with that, he's able to like rule the galaxy for thousands and thousands of years in a way making him immortal. And so this is my own way of making myself immortal in my practice, you know, depicting myself this way in that likeness.
Yeah.
But
I love that.
You want me to go into like?
Yeah, now I'm looking at it like, wait a minute, it makes sense. It's connecting. No, this is dope.
Thank you.
And the material and just the way that you layer it is just so good. It makes so much sense. It's so good. Like having what is the material for, like the black material? Like what is? I mean, if you don't want to give away that secret, it's
cool. I got you. You know, everybody asks me this question, and I have the same answer. I tell everyone: Stardust and dreams.
Stardust and dreams. Having that wrapped around them is like,
you know, to me, it's like this piece was more of a sweet surrender.
Okay.
A sweet surrender to the idea, to the concept that I have. Initially, it was terrifying, and it took me a while to get comfortable with it. You know, like it goes against everything I was brought up to believe. And so like because of that, it was scary to explore. And so I got to this point in my life and my practice where I was like, you know what? Just surrender to it. See what happens. See what this thing is really about. Actually go down the rabbit hole, dance with it, flow with it. Like, you know, if you look at the piece,
it looks like it's nice.
You know, he still has the face on. He still has that, you know, the face on the other part, like the worried face, because you know he doesn't know what this is, you know, but he believes in it. And he's actually like believing in himself and just like, okay, you know what, I'm actually gonna like go through this thing and see what comes out of this.
Right.
And so here is like a sweet surrender. It's like me just like, you know, surrendering to the concept. But then here we built a relationship now.
Yeah.
Now here is teaching. This piece is a depiction of power.
Yeah.
So this is Day. This is the one that rules. This is the one that's like in charge, that does the daily emperor things. You know, this is the one in power. So here it's teaching me how to make stars. It's teaching me how to create stars. It's showing me how we come from stars. It's showing me where my power lies. You know?
And now you're being immersed in it, and then it's like you are one with it.
I'm one with it. Now it's no longer about what can you do for me. It's about like my relationship with you. It's about synergy. Like I was listening to this Nigerian song. I can't sing the whole song, but there's like a line in it that says, it's a worship song. And it says, Ofi Onrun, the heavens, the cosmos, Ofi Onrun Shashobura. So use the heavens as a blanket, use the heavens as a covering cloth. And I thought that was beautiful. There's another song, there's another Christian song that I've been listening to, you know, it's like Kobe something, but you know, like it goes, you know, I want nothing, you know, nothing but you, you're all I want. And so I was really like thinking about that, and this piece is really like it's a depiction, it's an embodiment of what that means to me, like just me and it, whatever this thing is, one. Gotcha. Not separate things, not teaching me how to, and it's not about the stars anymore, it's not about power anymore, it's about my relationship, my personal connection and relationship with it. So that's what this is. Okay, so here happens before there.
Okay.
All right, so this is the, you know, the period when I was exploring the stars. This is the period of power.
Is this when you, as you left Earth, this is where you was at?
This is where I was at.
Okay,
so like if you follow the pieces, like, so this is, look at that one. So the big blue one is the first one. Then that's the second one. It's like, I'm going out there. And then that one is like, I'm out here and I'm going further out. And then you have here, and it's like, you know, I'm communing with the cosmos at this point. You know, I'm communing with the cosmos. I'm going further out. I keep going further out until I get into the red. And so the red thing is, physicists, when they want to study how far things are in space, they study their red shifts, because the further things are in space, the more red shifted, the more red it looks. Okay. And so the further out I kept going, and then I landed up in the red place. So all of this, you know, because like the red represents beyond this. You know, like, so yeah, so this is like the period where I was like really exploring the stars, exploring my relationship with the stars. I see that we come from them. I see that we're expressions of stars. And because of that, it's my way of, I see that it's our physical connection with divinity.
And you have the 3D glasses too.
And I got the glasses that make it like, you know,
come out at you.
The thing about the thing about the glasses is I wanted to create, because I see how like reality happens. There's like multiple dimensions in the same space. Like right now, your shadow and you are both in this space right now. And so like I'm thinking, how do I create multiple dimensions in my work? Whereas like people are not just like seeing it. How do I help people to see the layers going on, the multiple dimensions happening within the piece? And so the glasses, like bringing it up and like creating all of, I really just
see the layers of it,
in the same space.
So what about this lamp? I definitely am digging this lamp. When I first came in here, I'm like, I just want to like touch it. I want to like look inside of it. Like, what is the concept behind this? What was the vision for it?
We're thinking, so I made the lamp for my friend Joe.
Oh, shout out to Joe.
Joe is he's a carpenter. He works on like $1 million homes. He's like a fine carpenter. Like he's really nice with his shit. And so we're thinking, okay, I wanted to build something functional that's not just art, but does something. So we're thinking, chairs, this and that. I'm like, it doesn't really tie. These other concepts don't really tie into like the narrative. And so we thought, lights, you know, because we're expressions of light, you know?
Okay, because it makes sense.
Let's make a lamp. And so we did the drawing. The drawing is actually on the table. It's like this big ass sketch pad. So we just got on the table and I did the drawing. I was like, all right, so this is probably what it's going to look like. And then the following day, we started building it out. So he helped me with the structure inside, and then I worked the
inside of it. Yes, I like the little movement that you just did.
Around it.
No, okay, cool. It just makes me feel like I just want to.
I like when you do that with your nails. Actually, it's pretty cool.
No, this is dope. This is dope. I'm looking forward to you doing more of these things, because it not only just like provides a different like avenue for you to create your work, but also the explanation, how it aligns with your vision, your goals for like just the paintings and things of that nature, or the pieces. And it speaks so much volume. I love this.
Thank you.
I love it. So coming over here. My favorite. What is she, her? Him, it.
Yeah, I don't give it a gender.
Right.
It. I mean, whenever I refer to God, I say it.
Yeah, right.
It's not a he or she. It's not biological. It's something that is, and because it is, we are.
Yeah.
But this is a proof of concept for me. I've always wanted to go large. I talk a lot about space and scale, and I wanted to see, you know, like, okay, what can I actually do, you know, along that line? Like, you know, how big can I get? How well can I play with this thing? And so this was a proof of concept for me. and I wanted to explode out of the canvas. I wanted to break off the wall and enter space, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to create a new image of God. I'm trying to give this new image an embodiment, and that's what this represents to me. And this is just my way of making it real and pulling it into this.
Because it's in your face right
here. It's
in
your face.
And it makes you want to go like I want to go into it,
yes. You know? And like it's calm, so that piece, so before I started, that was a piece on the wall, and I liked the piece over there, and I didn't want to move it for the open studio. And so like, I was like, okay, how do I keep that there and incorporate like all of this shit with it? And so I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to make that shit just come out into this space. And so like even like with the opening also, like it's doing this, like opening up its skin and showing you the inside of it. So these beams they're gamma rays. Okay. And gamma rays are like the highest expressions or the most intense expressions of light out there in the universe. And so I wanted to show the type of activity that happens within this thing. When you open it up, this type of shit goes on within this thing, you know? And so this is a gamma field, you know?
Oh my goodness. I love this. And I like I said before, it makes me feel like I just want to go into, I want to be a part of it.
You are a part of it, you know? Already, you're a part of it.
Thank you so much. So are you ready to answer a couple of questions I have for you?
Let's do this. Yeah. Let's run this. Let's do this.
All right, come on.
Let's do this.
This is cool as shit. So, Wale, thank you so much for your tour.
Anytime.
I love the right space. I feel
the right place. Yeah.
Right place. Oh my God.
No, you're good.
I feel safe in the right place. And just thank you so much for explaining like everything that stays in you. Like it's breathing, it's living. And it's so good. So I have a couple of questions for you.
All right, let's do this.
All right. So first and foremost, I see the excitement, especially in how you do your works, even with like showing your past works up until now, like just the excitement of explaining it. It gives like a childlike type of excitement, you know. I wanted to ask, how do you stay connected to the curiosity and playfulness that first inspired you to create?
Okay. So, for me, I look at this like a superpower, all right? Like how I even got into this in the first place was my father, you know, telling me it's in our blood to be artists, because he saw that I really enjoyed like the arts. I came home with a drawing from a friend, and he was asking me like, who drew this? And he saw I was about to lie. But then I told him it was a friend of mine that drew it, and then he's like, "Oh, why were you about to lie?" You know, I was like, "Oh, I really wish I was the one that did that." And he's like, "What do you mean? You can't. It's in our blood." You know, because he grew up with an artist. He grew up with an uncle that was an artist that painted, and so to him, it's like, "Yo, we can do this. It's in our family to do this thing." Yeah. And so he drew this ugly ass fucking dinosaur on a piece of paper, and I'm looking at him like, "My dad can draw. I can draw." You know, because I used to watch like cartoons and shit. You know, if your father has a superpower, you have that superpower. You know, so I look at it like a superpower. And that's like my approach towards it. Like, you know, this is my superpower. I'm constantly exercising it. I'm constantly like growing it. I can't stop. And what fuels it right now is this curiosity, this concept of, okay, what are we? Where do we come from? How are we here? This question of like this existential question that we've created organizations to make sense of, organizations like religions to make sense of. I feel like, you know, it's an important thing to like think about. Don't just like take whatever anybody tells you, like investigate it for yourself and like figure it out and like what that means to you. So this is like my way of doing that. So what keeps that curiosity for me is really the fact that I'm here, the fact that I exist, and I'm present. And I had like a near-death experience, you know, and it's like, what the fuck is this even? Like, you know, like just me wanting to understand
you wanted to understand the depth of just not only just humanity, but like spirituality in a sense, but not putting it in confined like spaces. Like you're not trying to just make it borderline, like, or just have more so of like a closure of just yeah, this is what it is and that's that. Like, no, it could be
much
so
more.
It's so infinite. It's so many things.
And every level you get to, you realize that there's another boundary to be broken.
Yes.
And it doesn't end. Especially when it comes to that question, it doesn't end because you can't actually arrive at an objective truth. It's all subjective. And so it's like you can keep switching lenses. You can keep finding out different. It goes on and on and on. And so it's like that fueling my practice is like I have endless energy. I have endless powers. Like it's just I'm constantly just going at it because of that. It's everything.
I'm everything. Yes. And it shows. It shows, especially with like the cosmic web, and then like you talking about just the stars and things of that nature. It's so many like things that encompass within space. I think our first question that I asked you, like when we started, like just growing with each other and stuff like that, was like, would you? Of course, I knew it was going to be space, but like, would you rather see something come from space or come from the ocean? He was like, from space. And I'm like, I get it, because that's your thing. Yeah. But then also like hearing you speak so passionately about just the knowledge of the cosmos and space and galaxies and things of that nature. It's like, no, it's a whole different world, and it goes on and on and on and on. And it's so rejuvenating to see you get excited about it. Like, oh shit, this is really his thing. This is really your thing. So with doing that, and especially, speaking about your father and just knowing that you are from Nigeria. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. You are from Nigeria.
You want a shot?
No.
I tried.
It's okay.
It was worth a try.
That was it coming up. Are there any particular moments where you felt pressured to conform to traditional culture or religious expectations within your art?
So in the beginning, there's this fear, me not wanting to really like explore my ideas because they felt wrong, because I was we're raised to look at things like this as demonic or wrong or whatever. So at first there was a fear, but it wasn't until I broke past those boundaries and I broke past all of that I was able to like fully discover myself and the things that make me me.
What was the process like for you to do that?
It was
yeah, y'all won't give it the whole kit and caboodle, but it just more so a summary of what that was like for you.
It started with the eyes. At first the eyes were not red, the eyes were white. But they didn't look like me, it didn't feel like me, it just wasn't me. And the red eyes, it was always there at the back of my mind, but then to me, like growing up, your red eyes, demonic,
evil
and all that, but to me it meant something else. And I was just really scared to like explore that. So until I was able to like step into me and step into my elements and actually start exploring that and like going deeper and like, going down the rabbit hole, it was weird as fuck in the beginning. But then I started and I've been doing that. And like, if you look, like the red and black is really just the eyes, like me just like going deeper into that, but sorry, what was the question? I kind of like.
It's okay. Are there particular moments where you felt pressure to conform to traditional cultural or religious expectations within your art?
Yeah, that was in the past. Like now, I think I've broken past that, and so for me, my mother is the person I feel like I need to convince, because my mom she plays a very important role in my spirituality, and so I'm constantly talking to her about this. And for me, it's like if I'm able to make it make sense for her, then I'm good. Then I'm good.
Yeah.
Then I'm super good. But little by little, she's catching on. I showed her this video of them like zooming, those videos like zooming out of Earth, and then they show like Earth and
all
system
everything
and
that
everything.
comes on,
And then she was able to get a better context of how big things can get out there, how big is, and with that, I was able to that was the first thing
He's like, okay, checked off the list.
Checked off the list. And then, little by little, I started talking to her about like the dark and the light and how they're not separate things and like one thing happening. It's like the dark expressing the light. And I have conversations with her about things like that. And I see her like worrying, but there's a part of her that gets it. And I think she's coming, she's coming. She's coming to it, little by little.
So for spirituality, I wanted to ask, like, do you feel as if you have evolved from, like, when you were raised with just like more so Christianity. I'm assuming Christianity values and the concepts and things like that. Do you feel like you have? I don't want to say it's abandoned majority of the time, but what has your new findings been within that? What have you found like deeper within your spirituality or your religion? And how have you like applied that to who you are now? Like how has it evolved?
So,
you take your time.
Okay. Religion, or I looked at Christianity like it's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with it, I just see that there's more.
Okay.
It's not like, one is wrong. It's all subjective at the end of the day. It's just like there's more to it, and you have the courage to explore that more.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't want to get lost in the unknown. People love the comfort of, what they know, and they don't want to get lost in all of that. So it's like, are you confident enough to lose yourself? Because at the end of the day, it's all it. It's all God. It's all it. So like whatever direction you go, you're still within it. You are still experiencing it. So like, are you willing to let yourself get lost in it? And for me, that's how I've kind of developed and built my relationship with it, by just completely getting lost in it. Gotcha. By, going into the stars and like exploring all of that and how vast it can get. It's just me like building my relationship with it and seeing that, telling it that I'm not scared of you. Not like in a bad way. I don't fear your trueness.
It's acceptance
give
of
me
it.
Show me what you are. Show whatever it is that you are. Show it to me. I don't care what it is. Show it to me. I want to have a better understanding of what you are. I want to have a true relationship with you, like the real you, and not like the pretty you. The digestible,
the rawness,
the
of
raw
it,
you. I want to know what you are, and because I have this ability to create, I make stuff. It doesn't just stay in here, because a lot of people, it stays in here and then it destroys them. I get it out. I'm able to like create embodiments. I'm able to do that, and so because of that, I feel like my relationship with it has grown, and it's constantly giving me stuff because it sees I can handle it. And so I'm getting all of this,
It's not too much of an
overload.
It's
not too much. It's not an overload for me.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. And it takes a lot of courage just to even step out into that concept, because, especially, being Nigerian, and Christianity playing a very part. They're like, no.
Red and black, it's you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're going to be like, oh, so what is this? But just even having the courage to do so, and even having the individuality to be like, no, this is my thing. This is how I form this. You are literally creating a world.
A world
of your own, a universe, a realm where people can step in and they are honoring the things that you have given to us, or you have received from this greater power unto you. And now you are just a vessel spewing it out, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Appreciate
One more question for you.
All right.
It's kind of little in your business, but not too much.
Okay.
It's not too much.
Let's go.
Could you tell us the last time you impressed yourself, surprised or impressed yourself, and what did you learn from that experience?
Oh, the last time, this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this was it. This has been on my mind for a very long time, and being able to just like get it out, as I said, it was a proof of concept. Now that I've done this, I know I can get bigger.
Right.
I know I can, because I did that. I'm like,
the lamp, and now this,
and it's like
it's growing.
Quadruple that, and so I know the next thing is gonna be
bigger,
and because I really want to play around with scale,
okay,
size and space. I want to take up space. I want to play with scale, because I'm talking about something that's infinitely large. So I want to show you how big can get, but
just
then
like
it's
space.
Just like space.
Ooh.
And so like it's, at the end of the day, it boils down to like the resources, the type of resources I'm able to get my hands on. Like this cost me a lot to build. I maxed out all my credit cards to build this. But I was like, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to build it out. I'm going to see it. Because the moment I see it,
I want to do it.
That's it.
Do it. And that's the thing about being an artist, just being able to manifest your ideas, your imagination into reality. Now it's like, this is the closest thing you are to, being God. Like,
yo, let's talk about that. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about that. So, the imaginary space. I believe fact that we have this ability to imagine and create, I believe it's a God characteristic. And like, think about it. God is this creative force that is, and because it is, we are. Now, the way we are like it, the way we are created in its image, is our ability to do the same. Is our ability to pull, like, look at like the chair you're sitting on. Everything, our entire society was once a thought or an idea. We pull everything from this realm, and then we give it an embodiment. And everybody's connected to it. Everybody pulls from this same realm, and then we give it an embodiment. We give it form. And so it's like, that's how we're like, oh, that's our God characteristic. And so, yeah, I wanted to like just like.
I love it. No, I love it, and I really do appreciate your words of wisdom. You are just so fluent within it, and the passion of it. It's so beautiful. I love it. No, for real. One of the things. Thank you so much, Wale.
Thank you. Anytime.
Anytime.
Come here. Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thank you so much. So we are wrapping up. We're gonna get up out your house.
We can play video games.
Yeah, look.
We can take more shots.
I'll whip your ass in Mortal Kombat.
Let's play some Mortal Kombat. Yo, you gotta back that up. You can't just say that and like, no, you have to like back that up.
Rating. I will beat your ass.
Cool. All right, let's see how that goes.
Thank you so much. This is Kreative Kompany. Wale.
Thank you.
Tina J. And we got out.
Thank you.
Since that's hard. That's your heart.
Horde. I like that. Horde. I'm not saying that.
That's your heart. Is he now?
Hey!
Hi, Wale. What's going on? Ooh, we're here to come and see you in your studio space. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go inside your studio space. That was funny. I'm not gonna use late as shit.